All right, welcome to Doyle Field here in Brewer. We got some high school soccer getting underway. Jim Churchill along with Kevin Hamill. Thank you for joining us here.
How you doing, Jim?
Not too bad. How are you, Kev?
Good to see you.
Got your coffee?
I do.
I left mine down in the car. So we are underway here at Doyle Field. We got the Ellsworth Eagles and the Brewer Witches going at it here in this first game, a boys matchup, and then we'll have the girls game to follow. Eagles in the white as we look down on the turf here at Doyle, which is in the black with the white trim. Just some more details on this. And Kevin, welcome in. And
good to see you.
Good to see you. We got some
first corner of the game coming up.
Just underway here at Doyle Field. And the save there made. Yes, we've been on a 5 o'clock start time here, Kev, and they moved it up so they'd have a little more time between games. I knew it, but I didn't know it. So I saw it once, but I did not retain it.
Well, I thought I would get here early, and apparently I'm right on time.
Yeah, so we are under the lights here currently, and of course, coming up this weekend, Kev, we're going to be dark at this time.
Oh, I was just thinking about the same thing this morning.
Time change.
Oh, look at this.
Early Saturday morning. Oh, good opportunity there. Player down for Brewer.
That was a good no call. Good shoulder challenge there by the defense there.
Ellsworth now on the attack.
Oh, dangerous ball.
Oh, and there's
already.
The first goal of the game. Nice feed there across the mouth of the goal, and that one is put in. My rosters are also in my car, Kev, so let's just see here. Yes, I'll send you down there shortly, but right now we are going to get a look.
That was a good ball. Number 11 beat his defender and put one right across the backside of the defense and tucked it away nice.
Right there is the Ellsworth roster, and that was Matt Reed, number 2 on your screen.
Oh, there we go. And it was, what side are we looking at here?
The numbers are not in order, so you're going to have to...
oh, this is Ellsworth. Colin Lagasse.
Yep.
Made the assist. That was a great ball.
Lagasse the assist. Reed the goal. 1-0 Ellsworth. Ellsworth coached by Paul Locke. As we return to the action. Ellsworth trying to get it going again.
Boy, they're really pressing right now, huh? Another ball, deep. Wonder if that's going to be the strategy today, just keep sending balls across the middle like that.
Action in front has paid off early here for Ellsworth. They've got the 1-0 lead.
Ellsworth does have a high press. They really, sometimes these teams will hang back in midfield until they make a mistake, but they're really pushing those defenders hard.
All right, Ellsworth. Corner. Good.
Too deep there.
A little too strong. Hits to the near corner. Kept alive there by the Eagles. A little ricochet action before Brewer is able to clear it out. And at least momentarily get it in there into the field. But Ellsworth once again driving it in. And that's Garcia coming out to pick that one up.
Well, they're mixing up their attack well. They're coming from the sides and down the middle. So really, Brewer doesn't have a chance to focus on one thing.
Take a look at the Brewer roster here momentarily. Some good work here by the Witches, trying to create something at their end.
Yeah, they're trying to build out of the back with passes, and Ellsworth's really just kind of ramming it down Brewer's throat right now. Two different styles.
And that went into the trainer's area across the way.
Now this could be dangerous here. Oh. It's a deep throw. They're going to play that probably as a corner. If they have somebody that can really throw that ball in there tight.
Over 5 minutes in.
Ooh.
Good job there by Brewer to create some pressure, but the save made there by the Ellsworth goalie. Ball driven, headed out of there by Brewer. Ellsworth looking to set something up there, didn't quite work.
Well, Ellsworth continues to pressure that back line of Brewer here, really putting them on their heels. Looks like they're going to have a set piece, probably about 35 yards out. Let's see what they put it across, right in the middle, right at the goalkeeper. Brewer's going to take a quick throw here on the left side. 16 with a throw. Oh, there's a nice ball on the side here. And 22's away. He's in the box. Ball across the middle. And a great clearance by the defender. Well, another opportunity there for Brewer. Ellsworth defense really tightening up there in the final third, right in the box. There's 11 for Ellsworth. He is taking off. He's got speed, and he just beat his defender. Cuts back, and there was a great save and a follow-up. There's a goal. There's number 2 for Ellsworth. Oh, we have a stoppage. Is that a no goal? We had a signal to stop the clock. Not sure if that goal is allowed, or looks like it is. Boy, number 11, Garcia, really pushed the issue right there and made that happen. Cut across. He had his defender beat. Defender came back, and then he put it back across the middle. And Ellsworth is up 2-0 right now. Referees are discussing something right now. We have don't know what they're talking about, but there seems to be a little bit of a question about a call or. They still have 2 on the scoreboard. I'm wondering. Well, that's us anyway. They're putting it in midfield, so that appears to be the call. Brewer bringing pressure from the left side and putting the ball back across the middle into the 18. 22 giving chase, and the keeper comes out. We have a whistle. Referee indicating that it's Brewer's way. Okay, now he's going the other way. Maybe, probably an offside call. Ellsworth with possession across midfield, pushing with numbers right now. They're really pushing the ball coming to the left side here. Number 2 for Ellsworth, ball back across the middle and out of play. It's going to be a goal kick for Brewer coming out. That was Matt Reed on that last pressure.
Reed with the first goal of the game.
Brewer with a nice counterattack, using the ball from the middle and out to the right side. Here comes the ball across the middle and out of play. Ellsworth with a goal kick coming out. Boy, Legacy for Ellsworth seems to be kind of the focus here. He's either taking with the ball or he's playing a target man, and they seem to be running kind of through him. Maybe the reason why he's got that armband on his right arm. Brewer minding their own counterattack, and they got a ball up to the right side down by the corner flag. Let's see if they get any pressure here on the Ellsworth defense. But Owen Frank, the freshman there, the left back for Ellsworth, did a great job of riding his man off the ball and winning possession back for Ellsworth. Ellsworth mounting another attack here. They're down the offensive third. 22 with a throw in. Here's 18 for Brewer, bringing the ball out in the midfield. A couple of back passes and great ball over the top. A little bit too wide for 22. Gavin Carr. Substitution for Ellsworth. Looks like Legacy's coming out for, is it number 6? Pablo Garcia, a sophomore, playing up top. Oh, there's a chance for Garcia. Looks like he went down to ground, and they're going to have the ball coming in. Garcia touched that ball, and he was ready to take off, but that ball got just a little bit away from him and got his feet caught up, and now they're going to have a set piece coming in. Just about 40 yards out. Maybe a little closer. Ball to Cruz. Is that Cruz Coffin? Freshman launches one pretty far over the net. We're going to have a goal kick for Brewer. Eamon McDonald, sophomore, winning that ball and putting it back to the freshman. Ball over the top. Boy, they're working their anglers really, really well right now. And they got away from the defender, and we got another Ellsworth throw deep in their third. Well, that was a good challenge. Number 17 for Brewer really did a good job of riding his man off the ball. Cody Doak putting that ball out of play. Snuffing up the thread at that point. Here comes the ball from Ellsworth. Another deep ball, number 10 from Ellsworth giving chase. Good job by the goalkeeper. Brewer trying to get rid of some of this offensive pressure, but Ellsworth right now is just relentless. They're really putting the pressure on this Brewer team. We have a goal kick for Brewer coming out. Another substitution for Brewer. Not sure who came off. 11 came off for 9. So it's Braden Carr, the freshman, coming in for Alexander Carroll. No, it's a good ball up the right touch line to number 22, and he's pushing that. He's got a way to the goal right here if he kept pushing. Ball across the middle, well done for Brewer. Trickles out of bounds. We're gonna have a goal kick for Ellsworth. Ellsworth's kind of hitting their stride with the offensive pressure, and I think Brewer's just trying to kind of find a rhythm here right now. They're really caught back in their heels, but when they counterattack, they're getting some opportunities. Ball deep in the zone. Both players went to the ground. There's no foul there. It looks like they're really trying to. Ellsworth comes away with it and does a clearance. Number 10's got the ball for Brewer. And we got a foul coming out. I like to look at this midfielder here. Cruz Coffin, the freshman, number 16 for Ellsworth. Kid's got a really strong leg, and he does a great job on the challenge for not the biggest of players at this point, being probably a 14-year-old.
All right.
Yeah. Showing a lot of poise out there.
Now, Witches trying to change the momentum in this one. We will have a break about halfway through this first half. You can see the score on the screen there. Ellsworth 2, Brewer nothing, with a little over 22 minutes left to go in this first half. Definitely feels like fall in the air here today.
It does. The coffee is as much a first aid as it is something to drink.
I brought a little heater here just in case.
I got one too.
We got another heater.
I brought mine too. I wasn't sure
Wow.
if we needed it or not. It's not too bad. The wind isn't too bad where we are.
Doyle Field in excellent condition for this one. Ellsworth gets it out of there. While we have a second here, we'll take a look at the... Whoops, we got the wrong roster there. That would be for the next game. There we go. There's the boys roster. Ben Poland, the head coach for the Witches.
Looks like Brewer's going to have another corner here.
8 seniors on this boys squad. They were honored in one of our early broadcasts this year. Senior night coming early this year for good reason. Oh, opportunity there.
I dropped right
Colby
down
Smith on the doorstep.
Boy, Lagasse stretching that defense. He's going right after the sweeper for Brewer. I'm not sure if Brewer's in a 4-4-2, but they don't have anybody target man in the front and the middle. So when they get a chance to get possession, they're really not hanging on to it for too long. Brewer's got an opportunity here coming in, though. Is this the break here?
This would appear to be the break. So we will take one as well. And at the break with 19:40 left to go here in this first half. It is Ellsworth 2 and Brewer nothing. And welcome back here to Doyle Field. Set to get things back underway. Jim Churchill along with Kevin Hamill. Thanks for joining us here on Ticket TV at 929theticket.com. With just some work to do, they trail it 2-0 halfway through this first half. And out of the break, Ellsworth on the move again.
There we go. There's a good target player right there. That's what we were talking about earlier.
And a shot on goal there by Colby Smith, but the save by the Ellsworth goaltender. Who's the keeper there for?
Trying to see his number.
And
Hunter Curtis.
Oh, Hunter Curtis, yeah.
Oh, here we go with the K.
Plays basketball for the Eagle basketball team as well.
Does he?
Yep.
Sure some of these names start ringing a bell to you with the different sports, huh?
Yes, indeed. There's some names that stand out on these rosters. All in quickly by Brewer, and that one trickles in, but routine stop there for Curtis. Just trying to set things up.
Looks like they made a few adjustments at halftime. They're really building out of the back as opposed to trying to put one ball over the top.
Jason Kilpatrick, just a sophomore for Brewer. Whoa. Looks like a Kevin Hamill move right there.
I would have fallen down.
Pretty slick.
Brewer's really using both sides of the field here, maintaining possession, and the target man got fouled. So they got a ball coming in. They really have been pretty unorganized on set pieces. I'd like to see something here with a little more little more fire, I guess. It's just dumping the balls in and kind of hoping you like to see him hit somebody's head here. Well, that's not going to do it. Not unless you're 10 feet tall. Well, I've noticed that the Brewers got their midfield a little tighter to their front runners, so there isn't that big gap, so they're not getting really beat in transition. This is that space I'm talking about right here. When you get that line too tight, yeah, here they go. He's offside. Oof.
Knocked out there by the Witches. Our broadcast here tonight brought to you by Brewer Federal Credit Union. We're here for all life's moments. Two nothing Ellsworth.
Yeah, whatever Coach Poland told them at halftime, it seems to be working. They're making some adjustments. Oh, that's a little spoken too soon. That was a clear chance for a breakaway. I wonder if he's going to get a... Nope, not even spoken to. Still going to have a set piece coming in. Legassi with a shot, and just goes wide.
Ellsworth boys, solid season in the fall of 2020. 4-1-3 coming in. Their wins over Bucksport, a couple there. They also defeated George Stevens Academy and Hamden. They lost to MDI, ties to Brewer earlier in the season, also ties against Hamden and GSA as well.
Ellsworth was one of those teams we always over-prepared for when I played for Bangor 1,000 years ago. The team has always been just strong almost in every aspect of the game. They've had quite a feeder program for a long time.
One drilled out of there. Chasing it down for Brewer is Cody Doak, one of the 8 seniors for the Witches.
Good pressure there. Braden Carr with that kicked that ball alive.
Braden Carr, younger brother of Gavin.
That's a
feed.
nice touch in the middle. Ooh, that's a little aggressive, pulling the trigger that far out.
Again, girls action coming up next here on the Ticket TV.
Well, that's a nice ball in behind the defense. A strong challenge there. Is it 26 for Ellsworth? It's hard to see the number from here. 25.
Yeah, if they would just turn around when we need them to.
I know.
Just keep the priorities with us.
Brewer keeping pressure right here. There's a ball across the middle. Good defense by Ellsworth to knock that out. That was number 10, Luke Perry, sophomore.
Yeah, they're keeping the officials busy with the
No problem
high
seeing
school
more.
soccer schedule.
Of course, then you get a day like yesterday where some games got postponed, and then everybody's pushing to,
Right.
you're short of officials, and they're working really hard.
Yeah, there's not a lot of wiggle room.
No.
High school soccer here on the ticket, also brought to you by Tim Bush. If you're looking to buy or sell your next home, call Tim Bush at Next Home Experience today. 951-0747 is Tim's number. Got a player down across the way for Brewer. Looks like number 14, I believe, Hunter Russell. Coach Poland, along with athletic director Dave Utterback. And the trainer will head down to check on Russell, who's being helped to his feet by his coach. He's got that right knee with a
He's already
some type of bandage.
He's already bandaged.
Yeah,
That's
he is
quick.
bandaged up there, trying to play as much as he possibly can here in his senior season.
Hopefully there's just a knock. Nothing that's going to keep him out of the game too long. Hopefully. Boy, it's a tale of two halves of a half.
Here's a look at the remaining schedule for the Brewer Witches coming up tomorrow right here at Doyle Field. That is a 5 p.m. start. It'll be the Herman Hawks in town to take on the Witches. And then on Saturday, Halloween, it'll be a doubleheader at the Brewer Community School field. Action gets underway there at 11 a.m. And then Bangor and Brewer will finish up the season on Monday. Still 2-0 Ellsworth.
Not for lack of chances for Brewer, though. They really get a chance in the second half of the first half here to stuff one in. They really haven't capitalized on it yet, but they get pressure a lot more than they did in the first few minutes of this game.
Back underway. Another save there for Hunter Curtis. Oh, that's off the fingertips of Garcia, and a goal there for Ellsworth.
Well, give credit to Matt Reed for putting that ball across the middle. Oh, we may have an offside here because he's not calling that a goal.
Oh, okay.
I wonder if we had an offside.
So no goal for Ellsworth.
It must have been an offside because he indicated an indirect kick coming out. So it's either dangerous or an offside.
So it remains 2-0 Eagles.
Well, that can happen too. You pressure, and then a counterattack, and then there's a goal. So can't let up.
Our broadcast here tonight also brought to you by Twin City Tire. They are your #1 locally owned snow tire dealer located at 609 Wilson Street in Brewer, or visit them at Twin City Tire Express at 30 Sparks Avenue in Brewer. Good look at the Twin City Tire Express in Brewer right there. Back to the action here at Doyle Field.
That's a good deep ball down into the box. Let's see if we can do something with Brewer here. Shoulder to shoulder, no call. Ball across the middle.
Oh.
Whew. Starting to get their chances right now.
Ready to Saunders,
Wow.
a sophomore. Curtis pouncing on that one. Precarious spot there for him and the Eagles, but Brewer unable to cash in. Strong leg right there.
It's like a shoulder-to-shoulder call they called coming out for Ellsworth, but maybe they saw something we didn't.
Time winding down here in this first half. What's the official doing there, Kevin? I'm not.
It looks like they asked for 10 at midfield,
Oh,
which is
okay.
a little unusual. Woo.
Oh, this time
Almost
Garcia
misplayed that.
got the fingertips on that
It
one.
was like
Held on.
That ball caught a little air. He almost ran underneath it. Well, look at that counter ball coming up for Legacy. Right there is where Brewer in that offensive third, that they don't seem to have a plan. They get there and then they really don't have a credible threat on target. Somebody needs to take a defender on. But boy, Ellsworth's playing strong defense right now.
It does seem like they're everywhere currently. Well, there's some nifty work there by the Witches. Not sure that one would have made it inside the post, but
I'm kind of watching Cruz Coffin here for number 16 for Ellsworth. He is all over the place. Of course, when I was 14, I can run like that too. Actually,
I believe it.
Actually, I never
believe
could.
it. He had the long legs.
Well, 99% of defense is just a willingness to work, and right now he's working pretty hard.
Under 5 minutes now here in this first half. Goals by Reed. Did you get the goal scorer on number 2? I was busy with technical stuff here.
The second goal was... It was... the third goal is what I'm thinking of. That got disallowed. I'm not sure the second goal was.
I'll track down that information at the half.
There goes Coffin again. Whew. That kid can move. Good defense. Good. That's good team defense by Brewer right there. They collapsed on him and won and got the possession. Not a lot of possession. Not a lot of substitutions for these teams. I'm not sure if that mid-break really helps them, but usually see a lot more kids coming on and off. Well, that's a nice ball right there.
There aren't many bodies on that Ellsworth bench across the way over
I'm
there.
just looking at that same thing. It does look pretty quiet over there. Brewers isn't full either. Of course, it's hard to tell who's playing. They're all standing up.
Quick look at the remaining schedule for Ellsworth, and they'll be hosting MDI coming up. Date and time to be determined.
And that's their last game of the season?
Yes, yep. This is number 9 right here. Team's trying to get in 10. That went up into the pine trees here at Doyle Field.
That's good physical play down in the box. Oh, this could be a
Oh,
chance. This could be a chance.
Great, and a goal there for Brewer.
There it is. Boy, 22, Gavin Carr beat his man and put a beautiful left-footed ball across the middle. Was that Andrew Hodgins that finished that? That was a beautiful header. Far post, elevated, snapped his neck, and put that thing right in the far post. What a beautiful goal. Sometimes you just got to keep knocking on the door. Eventually one will fall. That's a good momentum builder going into halftime for the Brewer Witches. Let's see if Ellsworth can answer here.
Hear the Brewer school song in the background as the Witches get on the board. Two to one now.
Here
Ellsworth
comes
with the lead.
Ellsworth. Here they come. Well, they are relentless. Here goes Reed. What a beautiful chance. Nice clearance by Brewer. The game's starting to opening up a little bit. You start to see more runs. Ooh, I'm not sure if that was legal. Yeah, that was illegal.
What was the call there?
Look, it looked like the call offside, but I'm not sure if he was even close to being on with that defender when the ball was struck. But he's got the whistle and I don't. And a much better angle. Well, there's going to be a push off on 24. Brewer's going to get a chance on a set piece coming in with just over 30 seconds to go. We'll see what they can do here.
Oh,
Great aggressive play by the goalkeeper there. Hunter Curtis for coming out.
our broadcast here tonight brought to you by Greenway Equipment Sales. Nothing runs like a deer in Bangor and Ellsworth and at greenwayequipment.com. And that's going to do it for the first half. So, Kevin, the Eagles with two relatively early goals, but Brewer a late goal has some momentum heading into the break. Your thoughts on half number one?
Yeah, sometimes putting that early pressure on a team puts them back in their heels, and you can see it kind of took a toll on Brewer. They were a little unorganized up front, really not sure where their attack's going to come from, but they persevered and pushed, and they got one to finally go. And now it looks like both teams have kind of fallen into a nice rhythm here. It'll be interesting to see how they come out at halftime, but Ellsworth is really, really pushing the issue at the beginning of the game. I wonder if they'll repeat that beginning of the second half.
All right, we'll take a break as we are coming to you live from Doyle Field here in Brewer, and our halftime score, the Ellsworth Eagles 2 and the Brewer Witches 1. Welcome back to Doyle Field. You see the scoreboard here at Doyle. Jim Churchill along with Kevin Hamill. Thanks for joining us for high school sports. We got soccer action for you here tonight, and coming up next we'll have the girls game here on Ticket TV. Brewer Witches 3-2-1 coming into the action here tonight, trailing the Ellsworth Eagles by a score of 2-1. Ellsworth 4-1-3, and we've got more soccer action, as I said, coming up here on Ticket TV, coming up tomorrow when the Brewer Witches play host to the Herman Hawks. That'll be just a boys' game. The girls are traveling to Nokomis to take on the Warriors.
Well, it feels like fall. 43 degrees, right on the doorstep of Halloween, and then we're going to change the clocks.
Yep. Just make it even worse.
I got a message from a friend who was up in the county, and they said it was snowing like crazy up there. They were getting some white stuff, so it's coming. But for now, it looks really, the field's in great shape.
Our broadcast here tonight brought to you by Penobscot Cleaning Services Incorporated, the only name you need to know for all of your professional cleaning and disaster restoration needs, whether it be fire, water, mold, soot, and more. Plus, they have carpet and upholstery and area rug cleaning with locations in Brewer and Trenton. Penobscot Cleaning Services, with 44 years of serving the people of Maine. PenobscotCleaning.com is where you can find them. Well, Kevin, if you're the Brewer Witches and you're discussing things here at the half, as you can see, the Witches to the right behind the bench over there, listening to Coach Poland. How are you going to approach this second half? What do you got to do differently to come out of here with a win?
Well, unfortunately, the one thing you can't coach is how to finish. Well, one of the end speed, but they were a little unorganized to begin the game. They kind of found their rhythm, and they're pressing in the right places, but it's a matter of finishing at this point. You know, whether they use the target man or they use the field wide, they're actually using both, but they're not getting the quality opportunities that Ellsworth has, because Ellsworth's getting either on the counterattack or they're just pushing down the field, getting Brewer on the heels. But they're coming with the entire team, so there is no gap between their front runners in the midfield. So when they're attacking as a team, Brewer is attacking his team, but with much more methodical, a little bit slower. So I'm not sure if he changes that up or just keeps what they're doing and is hoping, they get a second one to push in, because they have had their opportunities. They're just not going to the back of the net.
And if you're Ellsworth, obviously the strong start. Get a 1-goal advantage here at the break. What are they looking to do here in half number 2?
I like to see Legacy just start, maintaining the ball and pressuring, because when he gets the ball, good things are happening for that team. If he just attacks their defense, he's either going to get by and have an opportunity, or he's going to get fouled. And eventually those fouls add up, and, players can get either, cautioned, or they're just going to be cautious, and they're going to start laying off him, and that could be dangerous as well. In the back, they seem to be a little bit less organized in the back. On the left side, I think they've got a freshman back there. He's working hard, but I think
your
they
team
could.
is your family,
They could
your
use some help
business.
from the stopper to kind of squeeze over with the left side of their defense. Right side looks good. Up the middle, they're strong, and a couple of contributors from the young players. The freshman kid, Cruz Coffin. If he can hold his runs a little bit and pick his moments a little better, I think they'll have a lot more opportunities in the second half.
All right, 2-1 Ellsworth at the end of the first half. Second half action coming up next here on Ticket TV. All right, welcome back to Doyle Field. We apologize for the audio issue there, but just a few minutes into this second half, 2-1 Ellsworth with the lead. Jim Churchill along with Kevin Hamill. See the Brewer cheerleaders down below as well, rooting on the Witches. Got some hang time there.
Well, one of the biggest differences I'm noticing right now, the Ellsworth team is in constant communication with each other, talking to each other, letting know what they have. Brewer's been pretty quiet. I like to see that pick up a little bit. I'm sure Coach Poland would like to see it as well.
It's high and wide off the chain link fence behind the goal. Excuse me. I'd say, Kev, your little heater here is putting off just enough heat.
That's That's my like we'd say up north. It's my ice shack heater, Bob.
You and I will be fighting for position here in the broadcast.
It's just enough to take the edge off. Yeah. Oh, that's good back tackle by Ellsworth right there. You want to see everybody coming back on defense. That's well done. Boy, he's pushing the issue right there.
Scooped up there by Garcia.
That was Mike Palmer from Ellsworth. I think that's something Brewer could take away from it. You have a player just start pushing the issue, and whether you win it or not, it doesn't matter. It really makes them play a little more honest.
Ellsworth looking for a call there. Good physical play by Gavin Carr.
It has been a really clean game. Physical at times, but nothing even remotely dirty or anything like that. And the referees did a good job as well.
Yeah, the first game we did here this year between Brewer and Hamden, that was
different
that was
story.
a different story. Right from the get-go, they were going at it. Included one disqualification.
Oh, did somebody get sent off?
Yes, they did.
Oh, that's nice. There we go for Brewer.
Pass there from Carr to Smith, and Colby gets a shot on goal, but denied by Hunter Curtis.
I think that's more the pressure they're looking to have.
Well, as they say, you can't score, and
that's a nice ball by Lagasse right there.
Soccer or basketball, if you don't shoot once in a while.
Like they said in Hoosiers, you can't score if you don't shoot.
That's right. A lot of people who have that motto or had that motto when they play. Brewer looking for the equalizer here. Is defending the goal to our left.
Oh, that's a handball. Nope, got away with that one there. There's another ball to Matt Reed. Well, he's down deep in that corner. Oh, didn't get a chance. I like this kid down here, Matt. First time I get a chance to see him, he's a good player. I like him a lot.
And we'll have a break right about at the 20-minute mark here in the second half, as we did in the first half.
Oh, that's a nice defense right there. The senior Kyle Goodrich sort of breaking up with that offensive threat. And that's a smart play right there by the defender. Instead of just dumping it upfield, picking out a runner and moving the ball upfield instead of just losing it.
Brady Saunders, just a sophomore there for Brewer.
That was pretty dangerous right there for Brewer. Ellsworth continuing in their pressure right here. They got a ball deep in the. There's a Lagasse giving a chase.
Couldn't quite get to it. Garcia beat him. Our broadcast here on Ticket TV brought to you by Sea Dog Brewing Company on the waterfront in downtown Bangor. Sea Dog open for dine-in, curbside pickup, or delivery. 26 Front Street in Bangor for the Sea Dog. Ellsworth on the attack again. One will trickle in wide left. Picked up by Garcia. Wings it out of there. And Lord, a junior on the near side. And Lord gets it back near midfield. Couple players down. See what Brewer can do here.
Henry Sheff there for Ellsworth did a really nice job of breaking that attack up.
Yeah, it looked like Gavin Carr was ready to pounce on that one.
They come right back, though. That's what you want to see. Very nice defensive play in the back. Is that Matthew Smith?
Broadcast of high school sports here on Ticket TV, also brought to you by Gilman Electrical Supply. Visit them at gilmanelectricalsupply.com.
If you're Coach Poland, this is really encouraging to see the Brewer kids really keeping that pressure up. They're getting multiple opportunities now.
It's Colby Smith on the right side. Can't get around the defender there. Good reach back to Saunders. Up ahead to Gilpatrick.
There's a shot. No, let it go for another opportunity. At some point, one of those kids has got to pull the trigger.
And Carr tries to there, but it's deflected across the end line.
There's the downside of being an unselfish player. When you have an opportunity, crack it. You can overpass. Ooh. Header attempt near post just went a little bit wide.
So look at Brewer High School, located in Brewer, Maine. Enrollment, approximately 670 students. Brent Slowakowski is the principal. Saw him here earlier. And Dave Utterback, the athletic director.
Ooh. 50-50 ball. He kind of called for Brewer. There's a ball over the top, giving chase 22. Here's a touch. Is he going to finish it? There's the goal. There's the finish. What a great heads-up play by Brewer.
So the Witches have tied it up.
Is that Pablo Garcia? That is Pablo that finished it. Gavin Carr gave chase, and the ball squared out to Pablo, and he'd one time finished that. And he got the Ellsworth defense napping a little bit.
All right, so the Witches have tied this one up. Two our score, with goal coming at the 27-27 mark. And we are back underway after the Brewer goal. You know what I'm happiest about, Kevin?
What?
Not only your heater, which I'm standing right over now, sucking up all the heat, but Max Pottle has arrived, so he can take over. I was trying to do double duty here.
I see you're rubbing your belly and patting your head and all that stuff at the same time.
With some success, but I learned a lot. But I'm happy to hand the reins over to Max. Things will probably look better and sound better. All right, so the Witches playing in their 9th game, trying to pick up their 4th, or probably their 7th game, trying to pick up their 4th win of the season, and Ellsworth trying to pick up their 5th.
Well, the game's really starting to open up now that we've got a whole new ball game. The biggest danger in that, no matter what team is attacking, is you get that midfield that kind of keeps crawling up towards the offense, and then you get on the counterattacks. It stretches out the field, and it really helps the team with the better finishers, because then you don't have much support. You need somebody that can take a defender on.
Ellsworth, the first 2 goals of the game. The first quarter of the game, which is a late goal to make it 2-1 heading into the break, and now the Witches have tied it up here. What has become the 3rd quarter, but first half of the 2nd half.
Well, defenseman number 3, Darren Easler. Looks like he got away with kind of bulldozing a few Brewer players in the box in the last possession, but it wasn't enough to call. But that was. Oh, this could be dangerous. Good. Very good job by the goalkeeper from Brewer to step up and read that play coming.
Slip past the Ellsworth defense there momentarily, and now Brewer player goes tumbling down, taking the hit there. Pablo Garcia, just sophomore. It's Gavin Carr. He is always a threat for Brewer.
Brewers capitalize on these goal kicks to see if they can do it again. There it is.
Whoa!
Wow. Great ball right across the middle. Elevated, put that ball right top shelf.
So Brewer, 3 unanswered goals now.
Colby Smith with a beautiful finish.
Well, you talked about Brewer needing to accelerate their finishing, and certainly they have done so.
They're doing it off set pieces, and whatever works for them, it's working right now.
All right, Kevin, if what has turned this game around here?
That's injected some life. You can see Brewer with a little extra pep in their step. They were trying to find a way to knock on the door earlier in the first half, just constant pressure. Ellsworth doing a really good job of keeping their back line in check, but boy, when a quick counterattack comes from Brewer, they're not ready for it. And the set pieces are difficult too, especially when you're not marking your man. We're approaching the 20-minute mark here in the second half. There will be a break right around the 20-minute mark. So those are the balls that Garcia needs to do away with. He needs to keep possession and find a player, not an area. That's a good step. 24 for Ellsworth. That was a really nice defensive play. Owen Frank, just a freshman. That was a really good mature play to make.
Colby Smith, who has the go-ahead goal. High school sports on Ticket TV, brought to you by Brewer Federal Credit Union. We're here for all life's moments.
This is what I was talking about beginning of the half. When you get this field stretched out, you're going to have a lot of runs like this.
Well kept in there.
Oh, that's a handball.
Eagles.
That ball never crossed. That should be a handball.
Ball's got to completely cross the line, right?
Referee had a better angle than I did. I'll leave him to make those calls. I say it afterwards,
After you've done the damage.
I've had the whistle for a few seasons. I loved officiating.
Our broadcast also brought to you by Tim Bush. If you are looking to buy or sell your next home, call Tim Bush at Next Home Experience today. His number, 951-0747.
There's Garcia. Oof, too heavy a touch there.
Oh, takedown.
He may get spoken to. No, just let him play. You got to stay off his back, Pablo.
We're approaching that 20-minute break here, or thereabouts. Ellsworth, the first 2 goals of the game. Witches have responded with 3 straight. And looks like it's going to be the break right here at the 1956 mark. And we will take it as well. At the end of 3 quarters of this game, it is Brewer 3 and Ellsworth 2. This is high school sports on Ticket TV.
Whether your team is your family, your business, or your employees, staying connected is crucial. You can depend on the Cross Insurance family.
Very good.
To provide the best insurance solutions for you. We've got your team protected. Visit crossagency.com today.
Sometimes life is a cluttered mess, but your car doesn't have to be. At Dean's Detailing, we have a variety of packages that will make your car look new again. Change your outlook. Book your appointment now at deansdetailing.com.
Celebrating 50 years, Northeast Driving School is Greater Bangor's #1 choice for driver's ed. The Northeast team is experienced, professional, and dedicated to its students. Sign up today for weekday or weekend courses at northeastdrivingschool.com.
C-Spot. C-Spot Run. Run, Spot, run. Oh no, Spot. Oh no, many spots. Time to call Penobscot Cleaning. Our professional cleaners come to you. Our truck-mounted systems are quick and cause little disruption to your home or office. We also clean upholstered furniture and leather. Oriental or fine area rugs are specially cleaned right in our shop. We'll give you the cleanest carpets guaranteed. Visit our website at penobscotcleaning.com. Oh look at that, spotless.
Nothing runs like a deer.
And Greenway Equipment Sales keeps your John Deere running year-round with convenient mobile maintenance service. We service most walk-behind and riding lawn equipment right in your yard in our specially equipped truck with no mess in your driveway. Our 14-point checkup will keep your John Deere running smoothly. We'll even change attachments for you. Call the Smith Brothers today to schedule expert service right at your door. With 2 trucks now on the road to serve you better.
Nothing runs like a deer. From Greenway Equipment Sales, Ellsworth and Bangor.
Back at Doyle Field, Jim Churchill along with Kevin Hamill. Director Max Pottle now in the saddle. We got Nathaniel Bailey on camera. Thanks for joining us here on Ticket TV. Good high school soccer game here tonight between the Brewer Witches and the Ellsworth Eagles. Get our connection fixed here. Yes, you can Tune into The Drive weekdays from 4 to 6. Our broadcast here tonight brought to you by Penobscot Cleaning Services, the only name you need to know for all of your professional cleaning and restoration needs. 44 years of serving the people of Maine. Check them out at penobscotcleaning.com. We're also brought to you by Greenway Equipment Sales. Nothing runs like a deer in Bangor and Ellsworth, and at greenwayequipment.com. A little connection issue
It's
with
like
our
the deer ran away
camera
with our
here
picture.
tonight. Yeah,
there it
we
is.
go. No,
Yeah. There we go. We got it.
let's hope we can hold it. All
Ooh,
right, Brewer on the attack.
Strong challenge there out of the back. They calling a foul there? Who is calling a foul? Or is that a throw? Oh, it's a throw. Okay.
Saunders drives it high in the air. Carr trying to get position. We got to give a shout out to a couple of fans listening up in Aroostook County. Listening in the county, but big Brewer Witches fans, and specifically fans of Colby Smith. That'd be Holly and Heidi.
That's right, up in Presque Isle, Mars Hill. Back in my old stomping grounds, up in the potato farms.
Is that where you're from?
No, I went to school at Lee Academy, but I played soccer at Umpy.
Oh, that's right.
Yeah.
I knew that.
Yeah. Back when we had stones for ball. We didn't have the dinosaur age.
Flintstones.
Yeah.
Oh, Witches
Look at
with
this.
another golden opportunity, but Ellsworth escapes some further damage there.
Ellsworth with a counterattack. Boy, they're really opening that field right now. Look at the numbers Brewers got back. They're really working hard as a defensive unit.
I was born in Presque Isle.
Were you really?
Yeah.
Is that where you grew up?
Not where I grew up. I spent the first 5 years of my life in the suburb of Presque Isle, a place called Washburn. Yep. The burbs.
I thought Washburn was a suburb of Caribou.
Well, it's kind of caught in between. They have a referendum every year. Which are we going to be a burb of, Caribou or Presque Isle? You think there's money spent on the Senate race here in Maine? There's big-time money spent on that.
I spent
that vote.
4.5 or 5 years up there, and I did some teaching up in Ashland. It's amazing. I have lifelong friendships in the short time that I was up there. The county definitely is a different place. I guess when you make it through those winters,
In a good way, right, Kevin?
No, absolutely.
Be careful now.
You make it through one of those winters, and you are family. You are in.
You survived it.
Oh, so long.
All right, back to the soccer. Approaching the 15-minute mark here in the second half. Standing game here tonight. Ellsworth trying to get their mojo back. They've not scored since about halfway through the first half, right?
Well, look at Brewer now. They're putting all their numbers back. They don't care about this gap in midfield anymore because they're okay to play a little more defensively. I think Coach Poland is telling his players to stop their attack at all costs. Kind of keep you posted
Lost
with
our
what's going on. If we
camera feet.
Yeah, losing the picture, so we can kind of keep them updated with what's going on. So the ball's being battled with Brewers got it in midfield right now, looking to make a little pressure, trying to make a dent into this Ellsworth defense.
Going to have to do some radio play-by-play there, Kevin.
Yeah, that's fine. So Ellsworth pressuring with the ball in midfield. It's like Brewers got it back, but well, I can't say the name, Pero Little Seibold from Ellsworth, keeping the ball in midfield and keeping Ellsworth with possession. They've got the ball down, their offensive third. They've got a throw in on the left side. Coming back to 24, Owen Frank. And there's a ball launched from pretty deep, easy play for the goalkeeper, for Brewer. And they'll have the ball coming out with the punt.
All right, we're going to continue to work on our camera connection here. We'll go to another tactic to try to get that fixed, but meanwhile, still 3-2.
Whoa! That ball hit the post.
Whoa!
So a ball fell into the box. Lagasse for Ellsworth got a chance to get a foot on it, but it just touched the post. Goalkeeper for Brewer laid on it, and that avoided a third goal for Ellsworth. A little sportsmanship from the goalkeeper, Brewer.
It's Aaron Garcia. He was a little casual about that shot, and then he said, wait a minute, that's a little too close. A little too close for comfort.
Brewer with little pressure. There's a shot by number 5, Benjamin Lord, the junior. Just went over the top of the bar. So we've got about 12 minutes left. Ellsworth is going to have a goal kick. Right now it's 3-2 Brewer. Ellsworth scored twice early in the game, and it's been 3 unanswered goals for the Witches.
I just want to remind folks, coming up here shortly, we'll have more high school soccer as the Brewer girls will be taking on the Ellsworth girls. Apologize for our video issues currently here.
Well,
we are working on those.
A little more angle on that ball for Ellsworth, and they had a breakaway. You would think right here Brewer would kind of be wanting to take the air out of the ball just a little bit, take their time on throw-ins right now. The sophomore Andrew Hodgins battling for the ball. Looks like he did win the ball back for Brewer. We're going to have an indirect kick coming in for the Witches on the right side of the field. There's the picture.
All right. Just changed up our cable, so hopefully that'll be the difference. Ooh.
Oh, they're calling that pushing the back. Well, looks like we're going to have a penalty for the Witches.
So Brewer an opportunity here to add a little insurance to their 1-goal advantage.
Senior Gavin Carr will be taking the ball from the 12-yard spot. Reminder, the goalkeeper's not supposed to come off the line till the ball struck. And there's the finish. Nice finish.
Gavin Carr puts it home. Taking a look at the penalty kick right here, Kevin.
Picked his spot, drove it. The goalkeeper didn't have much of a chance.
Yep.
Even if you guess right, that's a tough ball to stop. It had pace. It had direction. I like the instant replay. It's kind of nice. I can't catch everything.
So that makes it 4-2 Brewer. Wow, what a turnaround.
I wouldn't have called this into the first 10 minutes of the game.
Brewer scored with about 2 minutes left to go in the first half. It had been all Ellsworth to that point.
Sure, Coach Poland's pretty pleased with the way the effort is his kids have put forth right now.
Ellsworth looking to make something happen.
Oh, we got a little not happy with the call apparently, but Ellsworth ball's coming out. Ooh, little undercut there. Ellsworth's getting a little chippy right now.
Yeah, you can see some frustration coming through.
We hit an undercut back here and then a kind of a tackle from behind. I wonder if Yellow was going to just get the kids to calm down just a little bit.
Witches playing a little prevent defense here with a 2-goal lead.
I like that to a certain extent until it starts costing you opportunities.
Right.
Look at that.
Don't want to change your game too much.
They broke through, and now they've got some. They've got a real threat. Ooh, another trip right there. Is that in the box? Oh, he's calling it the other way. Huh. Oh, he stopped. He wants the clock to stop right now. I'm wondering if he. Oh, it's an injury. I haven't seen that before. A player with the ball trips and then gets it called on him.
Again, I'm going to remind you, Kevin, the official is much closer to the action than you were.
I would say the same thing about myself if I. It's a thankless job. You get 99 calls right, and there's always some jerk in the booth talking about the one you maybe. But the game's been very, very well officiated. The kids are playing really hard, physical, but nothing cheap. Haven't seen anything really dirty. This has been a really good contest.
High school sports on Ticket TV, brought to you by Northeast Driving School. They're Greater Bangor's #1 driving school. Visit their location at 360 Harlow Street, or you can register for courses at northeastdrivingschool.com. Just over 8 minutes left to go in this one. Brewer with the 2-goal lead. Driven out of there by Gilpatrick. Drew Hodgins, just a sophomore for Brewer. Battling a couple of Eagles there, and actually wins that battle. Hodgins giving up a little size, but
yeah,
playing tough.
That was me. I was a peanut at that age. I was tiny. I'm still not big. Well, I am.
You beat me to the punch.
I'm around the gut. I like to see him carry that ball just a little bit longer.
Yeah, had some open field there.
Yeah, he's got the wheels. I mean, he was burning in the first half. I mean, somebody's not going to step on him. Just carry that ball till somebody makes a decision.
Time ticking away. On the scoreboard here, Doyle Field, 6.5 left to go.
I'm impressed that Brewer's able to get pressure with just the 2 or 3 offensive players just sending up, because they are really packing it back. Well, I like to see that number 11, Colin Legacy. Yep, Legacy. I like to see him take a few defenders on instead of trying to distribute right here. Down 2, he needs a spark. Brewer trying to take the air out of the ball a little bit, bringing the ball down the corner, but that was snuffed out pretty quick by Ellsworth. Ooh.
Well, we have a second here. We'll show you our remaining fall schedule here on Ticket TV. Coming up tomorrow, we've got Herman here at Doyle Field. That game will get underway at 5 p.m. And then on Saturday, we'll be coming to you from the Brewer Community School complex. John Baps taking on Brewer. Boys at 11, girls at 1. And then on Monday the 2nd, we've got final games of the year for Brewers. They'll be taking on Bangor right here at Doyle Field.
Looks like Brewer's going to have another corner kick. They have a substitute coming in right now. Wayne Harvey told me to bring binoculars. I wish I had listened to him. My eyes are not what they used to be.
Yeah, sometimes, especially you get under the lights here. These corners are a little darker than others.
Yeah. Well, that's a good ball by Chef right there.
Not many challenges for the goaltender Garcia here in this second half.
Nope.
Good team defense by Brewer, and certainly they've turned up the offense as well.
Seems like Ellsworth kind of went away from what they were doing earlier and just pressing and pushing the issue.
Oh. Close call there for Ellsworth, and
well, what's this? What's this?
I don't know.
Whatever he did is getting a conversation from the goalkeeper and the referee. Well, it's been clean all game. I hate to see something like this coming at the end. But the referee's just kind of getting to calm down a little bit and finish this game out.
Talking with the two individuals who are in the middle of that. Moore for Brewer and Chef for Ellsworth.
Chef has kind of had a tough game. He seems to work better in the offensive third, but in the back, he looked like he was kind of fiddling with the ball a little bit too much and lost possession a few times, but he's a good physical player.
Drives it ahead here.
That's
now
a good
race
ball
for the
right
ball.
there. That's the pressure right there.
Oh, great play there by Garcia.
Yep.
Ellsworth got a foot on that ball, but Garcia was there to stop it immediately.
Boy, Chef picked his head up and found Legassi making that run, and that's the kind of pressure that Ellsworth needs to pop another one in, but they're running out of time to do something.
All right, here we go again. Clock starts. Ellsworth can get a shot off here.
Ooh. We tried laying that ball off and just didn't hit his mark.
And Paul Locke, the coach for the Eagles, and as you mentioned, we were talking prior to the game here today, Kevin. Coach Higgins was around for a long time on that sideline for the Eagles.
I had the displeasure of playing against them a few times in my high school career. I say that because they beat us. Some pretty big battles between Ellsworth and Bangor back in the
good old days.
I don't want to say that, but maybe a long time ago. Always fun to play against really good teams, really good players, very well coached teams. The Higgins family definitely known in the Ellsworth area. Son Darby played for a long time, heck of a player.
Well, Witches salting this one away, down to 20 seconds left. A few more seconds right there.
Boy, to give up 2 goals quick and to come back like that, that says something about this team.
And the whistles sound, and that will do it in this one. The Brewer Witches, a come-from-behind victory in impressive fashion. Got the late goal in the first half to make it a 2-1 Ellsworth lead heading into the break, and then all Brewer here in the second half, and the Witches score the victory. All right, we'll take a timeout. We'll come back with the post-game report. This is High School Sports on Ticket TV. Back here at Doyle Field, look at the Brewer Witches bench as they feeling pretty good about their come-from-behind win here tonight against the Ellsworth Eagles. Witches found themselves down 2-0 about halfway through the first half of action here tonight under the lights, but they responded with a late goal in the first half, went into the break, got things righted, came out with the momentum, and never looked back as they scored 3 more unanswered goals in the second half, and the Witches pick up the win here, their 4th win of the season. Brewer now 4-2-1 on the season, and Ellsworth, they fall to 4-2-3 on the season. Ellsworth with 1 game remaining against MDI. That date and time to be determined. And meanwhile, the Witches will be right back here tomorrow afternoon, late afternoon, against the Bangor Rams. Jim Churchill, along with Kevin Hamill, our director Max Pottle, and Nathaniel Bailey on our camera here tonight. And Kevin, very impressive come-from-behind win for the Brewer Witches, and they kind of really turned things around, became more of an aggressive team in scoring the 4 unanswered goals.
Yeah, they seem to be pressing at the beginning of the game, but they really weren't having anything to show for it. And something like that, you just got to keep pressure, and eventually you find the chinks in the armor. And they did, and they broke through. I was really impressed with the way they battled. When you get down 2-0, especially early, that can really take the life out of you. But they battled, and that's something that coaches want to see moving forward, especially from the underclassmen. And they played really, really well. It was good to see them attack, go from move both sides of the field, and then when on the back tackles, the midfield really did a good job of making up that gap. Because if you get the field stretched too much, then it's a foot race all day, and then nothing really good comes of that.
All right, we'll take another break here in the post-game show, and we'll take a look at our upcoming broadcast schedule. And don't forget, we've got a girls' game coming up next here on Ticket TV. It'll be the Eagles and Witches once again, but this time in girls soccer. This is High School Sports on Ticket TV. Welcome back to Doyle Field. Jim Churchill along with Kevin Hamill, and the Brewer boys win this first game of the night 4-2. We've got girls action coming up next, and Kevin, you're fairly familiar with this Brewer girls team. Just give us a quick little preview.
Well, they did. About 3 or 4 years ago, they really kind of pulled themselves out of a place of mediocrity, and they've been, they've made some playoff runs, and they've got some young players coming up. Their stud goalkeeper Bella is out today with a hamstring injury, and they do have some injuries at midfield. But he's got Coach Hamill's got a strong group of young players, and he wants to see what they can do tonight. I'm kind of curious myself.
Yeah, Bella Tanis would be the impressive sophomore goaltender, and looks like their backup goaltender would be Lindsay Pine, just a freshman.
Yeah, what is that? Dr. Pine's daughter.
I do not know.
He had another one that played goalkeeper in Division One.
Mm-hmm.
I wonder if that's the same family. Probably is.
All right, so we've got that game coming up next, and we'll take a look at our entire broadcast schedule coming up. Again, that girls game here, they're scheduled to start at 7 o'clock, and based upon the clock they've got running here at Doyle Field, that would appear to be the case. So that girls game will be getting underway at 7 o'clock. We'll take a break between games, and then we'll rejoin you just prior to the 7 o'clock hour here at Doyle Field. But coming up tomorrow, more boys action here on Ticket TV. It's a 5 o'clock start, and it's Herman right here at Doyle Field to take on the Brewer Witches. And then coming up on Saturday, again, we'll be coming to you from the Brewer Community School Complex, and that is a doubleheader between John Bapst and Brewer, with the boys game at 11 a.m. and the girls game following that. And then on Monday, we'll wrap up our fall broadcast schedule here on Ticket TV with more varsity soccer. Bangor taking on Brewer, girls first, and the boys right after that. All right, so we will take a little break here between games. We'll be back with the girls game in about a half hour's time. And again, the final in this boys matchup, Brewer 4, Ellsworth 2. This has been High School Sports on Ticket TV.